What can I say about Miss Yosh? Well, she's probably one of the most social teachers I've ever known.
The time she complains that she has like a headache or she has like more than 150 essays to grade, she still lets us come to her and like talk about our essay no matter how bad the essay is. And she always gives like the best pointers.
Easily one of the most like connectable teachers I've ever had. I can just go in there and have a conversation with her if I really wanted to. And I really don't have that much with any other teachers this year or really all throughout my other high school career, and that's really nice to have in someone.
I remember there was one moment when I was really upset before class, and I was really upset, and then I remember you asked me to come up, and then like you wanted me to talk, like you gave me like supportive words of encouragement, and so thank you for being an awesome teacher.
She's such an amazing person. I think my favorite memory is like every single day I would be like, oh, bye Mrs. Yosh, and she'd be like, bye Joseph, have a great day. Like it was kind of like routine, and yeah, thank you Mrs. Yosh, we all love you.
Well, there was that one time we kinda asked her out to Sadie's. And I think she said yes, and it was kind of a long time ago.
All my life, I have never been so embarrassed by you, Mrs. Yosh. I have never been so ashamed, insulted, and self-loathing.
So I'd like to thank Ms. Yosh for actually having like a useful English class that I can do. I can like apply to real life.
So thank you, Mrs. Yosh, for everything.
I've written essays for her that I thought were pretty good and she was not happy about. One of them was supposed to be 8 max. I did about 12, and I was proud of that. She wasn't.
The day before the AP test, Miss Yosh was going over last-minute things with our class, and she told us, yeah, make sure you don't curse or anything. And then she turned to me and Colin and said, oh God, I forgot to tell Peter. Make sure you guys tell him. So I didn't.
I actually might have cursed on the AP test, but yeah, Miss Yosh, please don't be too mad about that.
And I felt really bad afterwards when he told me.
You are my favorite teacher because you're just so sincere and you're so involved with the students, and I think that's something that a couple of teachers are lacking. And being involved, you're able to form a more personal connection with your students.
Thank you, Miss Yosh, for always being so genuine and caring and listening to what we have to say.
Thank you for always kind of being there for us, especially I don't know any other teacher that would let their students stay in their classroom until like 10 p.m. for a calc project. So we pretty much lived in your classroom during the calc project till about 10 p.m. and then we moved over to another house like 1 a.m. So thank you for that.
We all appreciate you and we all think you're amazing, and you inspire us to be better forms of ourselves every day. So I love you.
She's just a really nice teacher, and she's always willing to give up her time to help us out, even though she's really busy like grading her essays.
Thank you, Mrs. Yosh, for dealing with all of period 3s, for teaching me about hot guys.
Thank you, Ms. Yosh, for this great, fun year of tremendous memories, of great stories and literature about incest. And we do apologize for making you extremely angry in the middle of the year.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll redeem that in July when our AP scores come back and we have all received 5s.
Actually, no promises on that.
We love you, Mrs. Yosh. Quote the Raven forevermore.
Thank you, Mrs. Yosh, for being able to grade all our essays in a timely fashion.
One thing you taught me how to be extremely organized this year, and I found that all my papers were somewhere in my backpack.
Hey, Mrs. Yosh, we love you.
We got you.
I love her. She's an amazing teacher. She can really connect with the students.
She would always try to be as social as possible with her students and be as friendly as possible. I remember once when Peter and I came in after class and we started turning around all the desks, and she could hear it from the hallway, so she came sprinting into the classroom. I was planning on actually bailing and blaming it all on Peter, but instead she decided to just roll with it and leave it that way for class the next day. So I was just really happy to have a teacher like her who is just so social with their students and loves them so much as to just be so funny and loving and caring.